Now we start our next practical, measurement of frequency and phase by the CRO. Measurement of frequency and phase by the CRO. First of all, first part, measurement of frequency. Here we are using Lissajous pattern. When we are using Lissajous pattern and we want to measure the frequency of the unknown source. So this is our unknown source, this is our transformer input terminal connect to the supply, this is the primary and this is our secondary. This transformer is 12012 transformer, that means output voltage is 24 volt. But here we want to measure the frequency. So what is our frequency? The frequency is the line frequency, that means whatever the input voltage which is given to the input of the transformer, same voltage we are getting, but we are getting step down transformer, voltage is down but frequency remains constant. So the frequency of this output of this transformer is 50 Hz. So we know that this is our 50 Hz frequency. We have to connect this 50 Hz frequency to the Y terminal of the CRO. This is our Y position of the CRO, right? Or Y terminal of the CRO, Y channel of the CRO. Now the X channel, it is connected to the known frequency source. This is our function generator. This function generator gives us the frequency waveform. This is known frequency, right? So we have to select sine wave, we have to select 50 Hz, and this terminal, it is connected to the second channel, that means X channel of the CRO. So I repeat, the Y channel, it is connected to the unknown source, the X channel, it is connected to the known source, right? X channel, it is connected to the known source, right? Now we don't know what is the value of the output frequency of this transformer. Already we know the frequency is 50 Hz, but instead of this, if there is some circuit and we want to find out this frequency of this source, then we have to change the frequency of our known source, right? So we first of all select the 10 Hz frequency. This is your 10 Hz frequency, or we can say 5 Hz frequency. We select 10 Hz, right? 9.78, nearly 10 Hz, right? What is our output? We are getting this type of the pattern, right? Then we change the frequency 20 Hz, 30 Hz, 40 Hz, 50 Hz. When we are getting 50 Hz, that means this frequency and an unknown source frequency both are equal. When the unknown frequency and known frequency both are equal, at that time we are getting this type of the pattern on the screen of the CRO, steady pattern on the screen of the CRO. For this purpose, we have to connect unknown source here, we have to connect known source here, and the CRO is in XY mode. The CRO is in XY mode. Here, this is your XY mode. We have to push this here. This is your XY mode, right? When we put this in XY mode and we change the frequency from our known source 10 Hz, 20 Hz, 30 Hz, and when it is reached to the 50 Hz, when it reached to the 50 Hz, see, this is your nearly 50 Hz. This is your nearly 50 Hz, and we are getting the pattern on the screen of the CRO like this. Like this, right? In short, see the pattern, right? Now we select the frequency exactly. See, this is your, when the frequency is different than 50, the movement is fast. When it is nearly 50, then we are getting, see, we are getting steady pattern on the screen of the CR. See, this is your steady pattern, right? So this is the first part. I repeat, This is our unknown source. We don't know the value of the frequency of this source. This is our known source. This is our unknown source. We have to increase the frequency 10 hertz, 20 hertz, 30 hertz, 50 hertz with the help of these two knobs. And whenever we are getting steady pattern on the screen of the CRO, this frequency is our required frequency. That means this frequency, it is equal to frequency of this unknown source. In this way, whenever we are getting the steady pattern on the screen of the CRO, we are getting the unknown frequency from this method. Thank you. Now the second part of the Lissajous pattern. The second part is our to measure the phase. To measure the phase, this is our circuit diagram. Right? Same here. This is your R and C. This is your R and C. Like this, R and C. Right? X1, X2. X1, X2, that means this is your channel X. This is your channel X. These are the two terminal. Red one is known as a X1 and black one is known as a X2. This is your Y1, Y2. This is your Y channel. This is your Y channel. Red one is the Y1 and black is the Y2. Right? Connect the circuit like this. That means AFO, it is connected to upper terminal. AFO second terminal is lower side of the R. So this is your AFO. AFO, it is connected to the one terminal, it is connected to the R. So one terminal, it is connected to the R. Second terminal, it is connected to the C. Second terminal, it is connected to the C. Right? Upper terminal C, lower terminal R, one terminal R, one terminal C. Then X1, X2, X1 it is in between this. So X1, this is your X1. This is your X1. It is connected to the in between R and C. This is your R. This is your C. This is your in between R and C. X2 it is connected to the R. In which terminal? Where AFO is connected. So this is your R. R in which AFO is connected. So this is your second terminal. What is your Y1, Y2? This is your Y1 and Y2. Y1 it is connected to the C in which AFO is connected. This is your C in which AFO is connected. Y2 it is your R in which AFO is connected. AFO is connected this. In this way you have to connect the circuit. When you connect this circuit and you switch on then find out in this is your observation, we are getting this type of the steady pattern. This type of the steady pattern on the screen of the CRO. Right? Now first of all you write down the value of C. What is your value of C here? This is your 0.01 microfarad. Write down 0.01 microfarad. Find out the value of R. What is your R? You use the digital meter to find out the value of R, or color code on the color of this strip on the resistance. Find out the value of R. You write down here. Then find out OA. This is your OA, x-axis distance. OB, find out OB. Find out O to B distance. AA dash, this is your AA dash. Find out this distance. BB dash, this is your BB dash. Find out this distance. So in this way, with the help of screen of the CRO, you find out OA, OB, AA dash, BB dash. Now this is the calculation. Practical value of the phase difference phi is equal to sine inverse OA upon OB. OA upon OB. Find out this value. This is your theoretical phase difference. There is a change in the equation. Phi is equal to tan inverse into omega R into C. What is your omega? 2 pi R. 2 pi F. 2, you know that pi, you know that F, we have to select the frequency 50 Hertz. R, this is your R, and C, this is your C. So in this way, find out theoretical value of the phase, right? Compare these two, and now second part, change the capacitor C, change the R, find out OA, OB, A dash, BB dash, practical value and theoretical value. In this way, we have to find out the phase difference of this pattern. Thank you.